Kia ora. This Isomer construction set interactive is a really good one to work out how to draw isomers. So they start by giving an instruction, build a butane isomer by adding a carbon to a propane structure. So they give you the 3 carbons and you need to add the 4th carbon to make an isomer of butane. So I can either add a carbon over here, and that is just simply butane, 4 carbons in a row, or I could add it to the middle carbon, and so now I have 3 carbons in a row with a methyl side chain, so this is 2-methyl propane. And if I add it to the 3rd carbon, then notice, although it says I've got 3 isomers, only 2 are unique. So 2 of these are identical, and so butane only has 2 distinct isomers, butane and 2-methyl propane. So we can now go on to pentane, and again they give you 4 carbons and you can add the 5th carbon. So again, if I add it to the left hand side, I now have pentane. If I add it to the 2nd carbon, I now have 2-methyl butane. If I add it to the 3rd carbon, I actually get 2-methyl butane again, because now I start counting from the right instead of from the left. So if I click on it, notice I have identical molecules. So these are not isomers of each other, because they are exactly the same. They have the same arrangement. And so I will delete that. So we've got only those 2 unique isomers so far. So I can't add any more to 4 carbons in a chain. So now I need to go down to 3 carbons in a chain and then add 2 carbons as a side chain. So they've already added a methyl, and I can add now another methyl. So I have 2,2 dimethyl propane. And it says the list is complete. So it tells you when there aren't any more isomers to draw. And then you can go on to hexane. And just like before, when you're trying to draw isomers, start off first with 6 carbons in a row, and then you can start with 5 carbons in a row and add 1 carbon as a side chain. So that is now 2-methyl pentane. I can have 3-methyl pentane, and they are all unique isomers. But the moment I try and do 4-methyl pentane, I start counting from the right, and it becomes 2-methyl pentane, which I already have. Then you can do, once you've done 5 carbons in a row, try 4 carbons in a row and add a methyl, and then so that's 5 carbons, and you need to add another methyl, which makes it 6. So here I have got 6 carbons, and it is distinct from the others. Oops. And I can now also add one over here. And now it says the list is complete, so we can go on to heptane. And you can continue, and it's a really good way of practicing drawing isomers, where to do 5 carbons in a row, then 4 carbons in a row, and you just add more and more side chains and name each one to make sure that you haven't repeated a pattern. So have fun exploring. Kia ora.